Hello and welcome to realityfuturestrading.com. In today's video, I am going to be covering the making of a Mean Renko Bar. The Mean Renko Bar is a hybrid Renko bar that we offer at the Indicator Warehouse, and I am going to be demonstrating this with the help of my handy logic counter right here. The logic counter is going to tell us where the bar needs to close to make a new bar, either to the upside or to the downside. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Just using a little bit of market replay data here to kind of get an idea of how these things actually work. One thing that you're going to notice is that each bar, no matter what, looks like it starts, like in this case, halfway between the previous bar. Now you're going to notice that it prints itself like that. However, price never got down there. So let's keep an eye on these bars here for a few minutes and let's see. Right now it's trading halfway between the previous bar. Now it's actually dropping a little bit lower. Now in order to make a new bar, we're going to need to break 787.90. Let's see if that happens. All right, you saw that it broke 87.90 and we did create a new bar. And notice again, price did not trade up to halfway between the previous bar, although it looks like it's getting there. But no matter what, that is where the bar starts. The only way to really tell if price printed down to that level is if you have got one of these tails like we have right here. Let's see what happens here. Well, we have a definite tail right here. We have a definite tail right here. Let's just keep our eye on it. All right, we just made a new bar. Now price closed and then opened, but quickly snapped back, but not quite to the halfway point. So remember, we've got to break 89.10 in order to make a new bar to the upside. Let's watch. All right, here's a good example here where price did pull back to the midpoint and a little below that because it left us a little tail. I did this video, one of my blog readers wanted a better understanding with how the Mean Renko Bar works. So hopefully this helps you in understanding how these bars are actually made in regards to how they print in relationship to price. And in this case, it's the relationship to price for the Russell 2000. All right, well what I did here is I sped the data up. And another thing that I wanted to show you that is very unique with the Mean Renko Bar and Hybrid Renko Bars is that you're going to notice they do an excellent job in wiping out market noise. So let's go ahead and then let's recap. Remember, no matter what, each bar appears to start halfway between the previous bar. This may not necessarily be the case. In the case of this bar right here, maybe the bar closed, started here, and then continued down, but the mean bar automatically fills this in. The whole concept behind this is to help us as traders wipe out the noise. Now, the same thing here with these up bars. We've got some pretty clean bricks. Looks like we've got 5 or 6 in a row right here. More than likely what happened is this bar closed here. It opened here and then traveled up. Now in a case with this bar right here, this bar closed high and price did pull back not only to the midpoint but a little bit below the midpoint, and then it started back up again. That's the handy feature of having a hybrid bar and having these little tails to tell us exactly where price is. Well, I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact me at ray@realityfuturestrading.com. Thanks and have a great day.